Hello guys, so here I'm going to show you how
Duplicate
I
layer.
Lock.
for the
Color
brush
selected.
shade you should know that you don't have base color and you should always look at the brush control in this video. You start without base color but you use the liner that you made and go inside. For the complementary, the lower is the complementary, the inferior, the color
selected.
the higher is the complementary, the superior your color is. Coloring mixing speaks to itself. But you shouldn't forget the two blue lines, the brush size and the opacity. For the mixing brushes that have color mixing, I always use that opacity because when it's lower, it somehow makes the color looks more natural. At least this is how I see it. Now you don't see it lower opacity. This is because I'm putting like, filling the shape. Don't press too much. I basically don't press at all. Sometimes I do, but most of the times I don't. For that, my brush size is higher because I don't press.
Color selected.
Complementary and mixing. This is what you should look at.
Color selected. Lock.
Now for watercolor, you still need a base color. Massive base color means
Pen.
Color selected. Eraser. Brush.
Duplicate layer. Watercolor wet.
Color selected.
as you can see, I'm using duplicate layer and clipping. This is because the colors to be mixed with the base color. And color mixing is the higher, because the naturality.
Undo.
And I'm playing with the opacity, which didn't work out. Remember, don't stuck up with the complementary and color mixing level to be the same all the time. You should change it,
Selected.
look at your drawing
Duplicate layer.
to know what you want. Well, sometimes you should go with the flow, but
Eraser. Brush. Color selected.
Watercolor wet.
Color selected. Undo.
You should as well pay attention to your object, if it's flat, if it's round, and like that. Because you should go with your brush with the shape of your object.
Color selected.
Duplicate
For
layer.
the sides, when it's darker, I make bigger brush because I don't use the center, blah blah blah. I do use it, but not so much. About the lighter and stuff like that, if you don't get me, I will explain now. So, your
Color selected.
brighter color, you use it,
Duplicate
from the
layer.
top to make it bright. And by the way, when you don't see it this bright, it's probably because of your color mixing level. You should lower it. And sometimes maybe your complement to go higher. And back to the lighter color, brighter I talked about. You should go sometimes over the whole object because to make the mix look like it's one
Duplicate
color,
layer.
just
Watercolor.
shadows.
Color
I
selected.
use watercolor for edges. This is as well for the skin and clothes. This is like, put the edge, it looks nice, then go a bit with the watercolor wet to make it be more realistic and blend in with everything around.
Attention.
Now at the complementary with watercolor, you can see the inferior and the superior. Superior, inferior with watercolor mixing higher. If it's lower, you're still gonna get your real color. Now to check with watercolor. Wet. Opacity low and higher mixing.
Watercolor wet.
I don't see any difference when the complementary is low. Sorry, I mean complement. Even if it's watercolor or watercolor wet, complement makes
Duplicate
them.
layer.
Don't change around. Not any difference. You won't see
Watercolor.
anything like difference. Maybe a bit of the shape, but for the coloring,
Lock, 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 lock. Add layer. Color selected. Pen.
Duplicate layer.
for pen plus watercolor, it's pretty easy. Like
Color
you just
selected.
liner where you want to have the shadows and like that. And after it, you just
Color
blend
selected.
the color next to each other with watercolor wet or watercolor.
Color selected.
I will show you two ways of
Color
coloring
selected.
this.
Color selected. Eraser. Brush. Color selected.
Duplicate layer. Watercolor wet.
So, you start with the middle color that is in between the brighter and the darker color. You get the middle and mix with the brighter and the darker. First I start with the darker, but there isn't a big difference. Well, sometimes you will go take from the brighter to mix with the other colors, for the naturally. Same goes to the darker color. Again, the complementary, don't forget, is low because make the more mixing.
Eyedropper.
This is really muddy, like, and the other way is muddy too, but it's less muddy.
Eyedropper.
Don't forget your shape. And when something happens like somewhere is deeper, you should use eyedropper and go around to fix it. Now the second way. You go from the darker,
Duplicate
then
layer.
go to the lighter, brighter I mean, but not the brightest in the object. And mix is basically like this. Mixing
Watercolor.
is that you jump from color to color, eyedropper or color pick, and this is it. But using watercolor without the wet makes it less muddy.
Watercolor wet.
Muddy, muddy, muddy. For watercolor and watercolor red, when they are smaller, then you can see a difference in the shapes of the brush, like how they make the line, and this is it.
Watercolor.
Eyedropper. Eyedropper.
Watercolor wet.
Add layer. Pen.
The cheek. So here is how I make the cheek, but remember it won't always look so muddy.
Watercolor
It's
wet.
because the colors I pick. So when you mix, you choose the brighter. You put at the line and go back and forth the color of your choice. Like, you know,
Watercolor.
you choose the light color to mix with. When you mix the line, you go back to the light color place and still mix. This is what I mean. I hope I said it okay.
Eyedropper. Eyedropper.
And the examples. The cheek. By the way, round brushes for hair. Always I use it for hair, I mean not for hair. As you can see, the nose. And the style changes for the shape. Now for
Lock.
airbrush.
Add layer.
I use
Airbrush.
airbrush. As you can see the eyes.
Color
Some looks
selected.
more popped up, but you know how the eyes have a bit more. They go inside, deeper. For that, where is the eyes that made that I show? I use airbrush on new layer, airbrush opacity on max, but the layer opacity I change it so it blends well with the layers before.
Thanks for watching, and I hope this somehow helps you. And sorry for my bad English and my horrible spelling. and everything that sounded weird.